Been a while. So I'm on 3 different platforms today. I am well. How are you? I got a couple of different ones. Good evening, Jade. How are you? All right, I'm trying to see all of y'all at one time. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Wanted to remind you all, because I'm not on these platforms every single day. Woo, we have been busy. All right, so wanted to remind you all that I decided to do another workshop for you all. A lot of people have been asking when are we hosting another one? And so we have another one. All right, it's going to be July 25th for the PPP Workshop. For the live workshop where we are going over how to get your loan forgiven. All right, you all. I also want to go over some facts today, okay? So that way, before you even get to the workshop, you can have some of this stuff already together, or looking for some of this stuff, contacting the individual banks that you need, what you need to actually be able to be prepared for this, right? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at I'm trying to look at all of these platforms. I'm not set up the way I'm normally set up at my office. So let's just roll. I'm going to try to answer everybody. TikTok, all right, at the bottom, there's a little box that has a question mark. Utilize that if you have a question, all right, because TikTok, y'all be coming in so quick and different people coming in at different times. If you do have questions on what I'm talking about, make sure you use that Q and A box at the bottom for me, all right? Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Patrice, how are you? Hey, Beverly. Hey, Jade. Hey, Patricia. Thank you, Mega Millions, but probably not. I got a lot going on. Okay, sir. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right, because I'm on a time limit. I have to be off of here by 7. So what I wanted to discuss with some of you is, so I have 2 classes on the 25th. I have a 1 o'clock class and a 5 o'clock class. You get to choose whichever one you want. If you click the link in my profile page on TikTok, it takes you straight there. The class is on the link. So you can just click the link in my profile page, click the class, and then you'll be able to choose which ones you want. Facebook, I'll type the link in here because I think you all are the only one that does not see the class itself or have access to it. So if you go to my website, which is taxcreditacademy.as.me, then you'll see the class. It's the very first class on there, and you can choose whatever date and time that you want. All right. And then YouTube, let me move y'all over so I could see your chat questions, because I don't need to see myself talking. There we go. All right, there we go. I got to sometimes work this out, okay? Trying to get on all of these different platforms. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Hello, Gregory. Says good evening, teacher. I like that. Hello, Gregory. Lauren, that is joining. Mildred. Thank you, Mildred. Ashanti, Chastity. Look at y'all coming on in this evening. All right, y'all. Y'all got, it's Wednesday. I thought y'all would have been preoccupied tonight. You know, I don't know what's on TV because I don't watch TV much, but let's roll. Okay. All right. So, reminder, many of you missed the PPP workshop that we did, correct? So, I did a live workshop just like this. We do it on Zoom, right? Where I'm going over the form with you, right? The SBA form, and then I'm telling you what information that the banks are asking for, what documents you need, and then what you are supposed to utilize these funds for, right? So a lot of you, some of you missed it, right? We had a nice amount of people on the class, but we decided to do another workshop on Sunday. So this way is Sunday. The last workshops were during the week in the evening. This time we're hosting it on Sunday, and it will be 2 different times. Hey, Mr. Garrett, I'll be reaching out to you because I'm coming to Atlanta soon, and I have a couple of clients for you too. I got like 2 people in Atlanta that I'm sending to you, Garrett, that need accounting services. So I'll be reaching out to you shortly. Hello, Adrian on TikTok. Hello, Miss Deandra. I'm trying not to mess y'all names up. I promise. And who do you report PPP fraud to? So if you need to report PPP fraud, you guys need to call the SBA directly, okay? The SBA has a hotline, has a phone number, and you can report any kind of fraudulent application, loan application, to the SBA directly, all right? You want to let them know immediately, especially if you saw your name on that list, right? You want to let them know immediately that that was not you that submitted that application. And so then that way they can at least put that information in process, right? And then they can go after whoever they need to go after at that time. If you all have fraud PPP applications in your name, okay? Hey, William, thank you for your information. I will be eventually looking at that stuff, but keep sending it to me. I like what you've been sending me. Marzelle Kim on YouTube. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay, you all, so bear with me. All right, let me get a little bit of information out, and then we can kind of go into the whole Q and A or what's the problem. I don't know what the site is for the list. I'm not the one sharing that information. I don't even know if that site is still available anymore. But yeah, I don't know the direct site myself. I wasn't sharing the list with the names on it. But where is my marker? Because there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So some of you, when you are calling me, what did I do with my marker? All right, because y'all not going to be able to see that. Yeah, y'all can't see that. I need a marker. Hold on. I got to get a marker. Okay. And let's move this over so we could see. Okay. Okay. All right. So some of the things that I wanted to go over with you all is a couple of the facts that I originally had in that original PPP video that I did, right? So in order, one of the things that I wanted to go over, right? So this next PPP workshop that we are doing is, this one is for the loan forgiveness. So it's for the loan forgiveness up to $150,000. Okay, so if you got a PPP loan and the loan was under $150,000, then that's the workshop that we're doing on 7/25. So it's 7/25. It's 2 different times, and it may be backwards for y'all. Yeah, okay, it's backwards for y'all. It's 2 different times, but it's a 1 p.m. class and then it's a 5 p.m. Okay. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the amount in the application, because a lot of you all are being told that the $20,000 is not any money. And I want to reiterate again that yes, it is. Okay. Don't think that the $20,000 loan is no money, because it is. I told y'all anything over $9,999.99. All right. It's federal. Okay. So some of the facts that some of you are still misleading, right? You had to claim $100,000 to get that $20,000. Okay, I don't care what your people are telling you who did the application for you. You had to claim $100,000, point blank, period. You had to claim $100,000 to get the loan. Okay, sorry, TikTok, y'all can't see that much. Let me move y'all over. All right, you have to claim that amount. You have to claim that dollar amount. So a lot of you all do not have a copy of your application. Okay, so what I'm telling you now to get prepared, because what you will need in order for you to get this loan forgiven, there are certain things that you need. One, you need to know what was on your application. All right. In order for it to be forgiven, there's information that they're asking you that you put on your original application. So if you don't have that, one of the things you need to be reaching out to your lender right now. All right. So I talked to a couple of people last week who informed me that you didn't do anything with your application. You didn't even sign it. You didn't do it. The money just was deposited into your account. That's going to be a big problem. All right. Because part of this, getting it forgiven, is, and that's this part that I wanted to really clear up today with you all, because so many of you were told, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. It's not free money. You had to have a business to do it. Okay. Now, I also have been talking to those of you who were real legitimate business owners, right? And you said that you gave somebody the information, but a lot of them did not put that information on your taxes. If you were a barber, if you were a hairstylist, if you were whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you were self-employed, but you did not do your own application, you need to get a copy of that. You need to get a record of your application. You need to see what exactly was put on the application on your behalf, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're still responsible because you took the deposit. You get what I'm saying? So if the money got deposited into your account, whatever it was, 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, 20,000, right? If the money got deposited into your account and you spent it and you're using it, your excuse can't be, well, I didn't know, or I didn't do my own application, because you're spending the money. If you didn't know, you will return the funds. And that's what I've been telling a lot of you all. If you were not legitimate, right? If you did not have a real legitimate business, you should be returning the funds. You should not be keeping the funds and spending the money. Because the other thing is that I talked to you about is a lot of times what the government will do is they will come back after the fact and ask you for information. All right. So a lot of you got this money, applied for it whenever, right? 6 months later, they may come back and say, hey, we want this, or we need this, or we need that, right? So at that point, then what are you going to do? You get what I'm saying? So those of you that are contacting me, all right, and asking and saying, you know, whatever your situation is, that, of course, is my recommendation for you, is give the money back, because it's not funds that you should have received in the first place. All right. Again, a lot of things are happening. A lot of people are being looked at, investigated. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to keep yourself or have yourself in a problem that you really don't need to have. All right. So for those of you who are legitimate business owners, okay, and moving forward, right, with your PPP application, you need to know what was on your application. So I would say contact your lender. If you do not know who your lender is, you can call SBA. SBA knows who your lender is. You have a SBA loan number, and then you also have a lender loan number. So you have two separate loan numbers, okay? If you didn't know that, I'm telling you that right now. You have two separate loan numbers. So if you don't know who your lender was that the application was submitted through, because Womply and Blue Vine, that's not your lender, okay? That's not your lender. You still had to submit your actual loan application through an actual lender, through a bank, okay? So Womply and Blue Vine were processing companies. They partnered you with a bank or organization. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't know who your lender is, one, contact SBA. SBA can tell you who the lender is. Offhand, do I have SBA's phone number? Let's look it up and see. You can always go on sba.gov, and then you can go to contact us. And then they have a phone number on there, all right? Because the main number that I know for SBA is the one for EIDL. But EIDL and SBA departments are pretty much working together. So we'll just give you the phone number for EIDL. Where is it? TikTok, if you have a question, I need you to put it on the bottom. Actually type your question in. Okay? In the bottom of in the Q and A, if you have a question. Because there's so many of y'all, I haven't been able to really see anything come through yet. Are the people who process applications being responsible for it all? I don't know that question, Beauty Babe, because I don't know any people who doing that. So I really don't know that process, to be honest. I can't answer that for you. What if you did a PPP, never went through because wrong documents? Do you still occur on the list? Yes, you could still show up on the list because you applied, right? Even if you haven't got the funds, because my name and company shows up on the list, but we didn't get the funding. It says if you got funded or if you never got funded. So like the list says that. The list says what you were approved for and then what you were funded for. So some people's names are going to show approved amount, and then another amount, and then another amount is going to show what you were actually funded for. Some people applied and then never got the money, right? So like me, my company, we applied, but we never finished the application process, but we still showed up on the list, and I never received $1 from them, but my company name still showed up on the list. So yeah, once you apply, you show up on the list, and you didn't have to get the money, but it'll say that. If we are waiting for forgiveness but no longer have access, what do we do? You're waiting for forgiveness, but you no longer have access. I don't understand what you're saying. Because I mean, if you put in a forgiveness application, you should still have access. So if you don't have access, then you got to contact your lender. I don't know what you mean by access. You're on disability, can you still get it? The PPP is over with, Gregory, so you can't apply anymore. That's over with. The application process is over. So if you haven't applied already, then no. Thank you, James Parker. That's good enough. 800-827-5722. They could get to where they need to get to from there. What if you were a sole proprietor and then you got an LLC after February 20th? So that is what some people were doing, listing themselves or working as a sole proprietor. And then some people set up their LLC after the fact. But the main thing is you could have applied if you were a sole proprietor, a independent contractor, or self-employed. So you still met the qualifications as long as you had that business by January 2020, and then you had the bank account open by February 2020. Okay, hold on, TikTok. TikTok, like I said, if you all have questions, I need you to put your question in that box at the bottom of the screen. It's a little square box with a question mark. That will really help me with you all because Facebook doesn't have that option. So I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. All right. So that would just help me with that. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, YouTube. Hold on. Y'all chat box that went out on me. This is not the chat box for that. Where's my chat box for y'all, YouTube? Hold on. My chat box for y'all went out. What the heck? Okay, there you go. All right. All right, YouTube, there you go. Yeah, because when you do a 10-minute call, we don't call you. So you didn't read, Brewer. When you read, you'll be able to see that. So when you book a free 10-minute call, we don't call you. You call my office. So if you didn't receive a call, that's why, honey. It says that when you book the appointment as well. If you miss the call or you don't call when you're supposed to, then yeah, you won't get a call. Free don't make money. So I don't call you for free calls. Time is money. So when you book a free 10-minute discovery call, it says it in the appointment when you book it that you have to call us. So that's what happened, baby. We tell you the directions when you book it. So yeah. How soon after we get the funds can we apply for forgiveness? So I talk about that in my workshop. I'm not going to talk about that today because that's what I talk about in my workshop. You can join the PPP Workshop for forgiveness. Anything dealing with forgiveness, I'm not answering on here today because that's the whole point of me having the workshop, to talk to you all about what you need to do for the forgiveness. This here is to remind you that we have the workshop on the 25th, but then also that, okay, well, I'm not on here to go back and forth about you calling me. Okay, so if you received the call, if my assistant called you back or told you that you'll receive a call, then you'll receive a call back. Our office closed at 6 o'clock, so you had a 2 o'clock appointment, and I already had appointments today. So if she wasn't able to give you a call back, then she'll follow up with you in the morning. But as far as the PPP workshop itself, right? The whole thing with the PPP workshop is to go over what documentation you need for the loan forgiveness, what SBA form that you need for the loan forgiveness, right? So that's why I'm telling you now, for many of you who may not have access to your application, you need to get that. All right. You need to get your application. And in order for you to get your application, if you don't know your lender, you're going to have to call SBA directly and get that information. All right. Because the SBA will know your lender. And then also, of course, they'll have the loan number. So you can get the loan number, the SBA loan number from them. And then you can also get your lender information and your lender number. But you need a copy of your application to do your PPP loan forgiveness because everything has to match up. So if you all don't have that, that's going to be a problem. All right. So, of course, we go over the application with you. On the 25th, I go over the actual forgiveness application with you. But you're going to need to go back and get other information if you don't have that at the time of the application, at the time we do the workshop. OK, are you going over the sole proprietor in the workshop? So in the workshop, I'm going over everybody. The application is the same. You don't have a different application because you're a sole proprietor. You don't have a different application because you're an independent contractor. You don't have a different application. The application is for people up to $150,000. So any entity that got up to $150,000, that's what I'm going over. So it doesn't matter if you're a sole proprietor. It doesn't matter if you're an independent contractor. It doesn't matter if you're self-employed. It doesn't matter if you were an LLC, if you were a non-for-profit, if you were a corporation. All of you will still get reviewed in that workshop. All right. The dollar amount is what matters. Up to $150,000. That will determine what forms you need to fill out and what information you need to put on those forms. All right. So that's what that part is. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to go over is, again, this $100,000 All right, because so many of you have been misinformed. All right, and then I also again want to talk about this SBA.gov. At any time you have any questions, you can always go to SBA.gov and read it for yourself in black and white. Everything that I'm talking about today, everything that I'm going over in the workshop on those 2 different times, everything is on the SBA website. You just have to look for it. You get what I'm saying? But if you want professional help and advice, right, on how to actually fill it out, what information that you use, what documentation the banks are going to ask for, then that's what the workshop is for. And then, of course, at the end, we do Q and A. Do we answer every single question? I mean, last time we had like 40 people on the webinar, 40, 50 people on the webinar. And so I went over maybe 20, 30 questions, but every single question is not going to get answered in the Q and A. But majority of them are. We went over 80% of the questions that were submitted during that workshop, okay? The workshop is $97. On tomorrow, I'm going to give you a little early bird offer for those of you that want to go ahead and get it in. You'll be able to get $20 off the webinar, so you'll pay $77 instead of $97. And then again, we'll be going over everything, like I said, and I have 2 different times. So we have the 25th is Sunday, the 25th, and then we also have a 1 o'clock time frame as well as a 5 p.m. time frame, okay? And then that's it. That's the last workshop that I'm doing on PPP. I'm not doing another workshop on PPP. I will be done with talking about PPP after this month. July 25th is the very last day that I will talk about PPP again. Okay. After that, we will have it as a replay. That's real cheap. I know, baby. Tell them again. Tell them how cheap that is. Yes, it is. But after that, we will not be having that ever again. I'm not having that conversation ever again. Then after that, you'll just be able to watch the replay or you'll buy the replay. But that's it. Those are the last 2 workshops. Both times again will be on the 25th. And again, I needed you. And then also I want to talk about this Schedule C, because a lot of people were, whatever. I'm not even going to talk about what a lot of people were thinking. Again, with the facts, okay? When you did this PPP application, you had to either submit an actual Schedule C form, or you had to submit a drafted Schedule C form, all right? So one young lady really was going back and forth on YouTube, like drafted is not the same as a Schedule C. So for those of you who are not familiar with doing loans and how loans work, I wanted to talk to you about that, okay? A drafted Schedule C form is still considered a valid document, okay? It's drafted. It just, what you said, when you submitted a drafted one, it just means that you definitely did not have the actual Schedule C form to submit. But when you said in there that you drafted it, you pretty much are saying that you are going to file this. You get what I'm saying? So when you drafted it, they let you type the numbers in onto the website, right? When you had to submit the Schedule C, you had the actual tax form and you uploaded that PDF. Those are the 2. But it's still a Schedule C. It says drafted Schedule C, and then it says Schedule C. So it's still a tax document. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want those of you thinking like, oh, because it's drafted, that doesn't mean that we have to file that. No, that's not what that means. When you are submitting a legal tax document, and what have I talked to you all about? A Schedule C form is a legal tax document. It's attached to your 1040 tax return, all right? So when you did that, you were saying, I intend to submit this paperwork to the IRS. I intend to file this. I intend, right? So you got the loan on the intent of it. So it's still considered a legal tax document, even if it's a drafted one. I just need y'all to understand that, because a lot of people are not getting that clear. You get what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that Just because you submitted a drafted one doesn't make it any less than. You get what I'm saying? Because you got this loan also at the beginning of the year. Some of you got this loan in January, February. You hadn't filed taxes yet, right? So you may not have had a Schedule C tax form because you hadn't filed your taxes yet. So that is another reason why they were accepting the drafted one. But again, that means that your intent was to file it. All right. So I just want you to know that, because a lot of y'all think, a lot of y'all are so misconstrued when it comes to lending and documents and loan documents and financial documents. And that's part of why I'm here. Tax Credit Academy, Patrice Stewart, because I need more of you to be properly educated. All right. Let me see. Hold on. I've been talking for a little bit. So now let me go on Facebook. We're going to start with you first. Facebook. TikTok, if you have any questions, put it in the Q and A, that little Q box at the bottom, and then I will be coming on to answer you. I'm just going back up to Facebook right now. Remember, I'm on 3 platforms, so bear with me. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook right now. Yeah, that's what Courtney just said. Most of y'all don't have a copy of your application, and you need that. You need a copy of it. So if you do not have a copy of it, again, you can contact the SBA to get your lender information. And then that way you can be able to request a copy of your application from your lender. I got a business and I got a tail in. I get nothing. So, and I understand some of you all who are frustrated, who are legit business owners who applied and you didn't get approved. A part of that could have been how you entered in your application, because a lot of people were kind of not entering their applications the right or proper way. But for PPP, it was pretty much a kind of a simple application process where you should have gotten it that way. EIDL from last year, the Economic Impact Disaster Loan, the EIDL, that one I actually did. I actually did a walkthrough of the application because it was a little funny when it says business name, trade name, stuff like that. So a lot of people did get denied at first with that one. But with the PPP, it kind of was. And if you did get denied too, it could have been because you had a negative Schedule C. Because before February 15th, remember they changed the rules, right? Oh, and while that's on my mind too as well. So those of you who did the loan last year, or you did it before February 15th, right? That's the biggest thing is last year, if you did the loan before February 15th, you had to claim a net income, all right, of $100K. Gross happened this year. So that's another thing. So anybody who did the loan before February 15th, right? You all had to claim a net income of $100,000 in order to get that $20,000. Now, once they changed the rules after February 15th, most of the banks didn't update their bank application until the first or second week of March. So I'm going to just say, for the sake of the bank application, if you got funded after March 15th, then you were able to submit a negative Schedule C. So even if you had, your gross had to be $100,000, but you could have wrote it off with expenses, or wrote some of it off with expenses. But before February 15th, you had to claim $100,000 as your income. And see, that is part of how my original video got out here to you all, because that is what you were not being told. You were not being told, if you did not do your own application, that you had to claim a net income of $100,000. And this is where a lot of you all got messed up, right? This is where a lot of you all started getting misleading information. It could have been for a startup business. It could have been for this. It could have been for that. All of that was wrong. All of that's a lie. You had to have your business active and open by January 2020. You had to have your bank account open by February of 2020. You could have been a sole proprietor. You could have been an independent contractor. You could have been an Uber driver, Lyft driver. You could have done hair. You could have been a barber. They opened it up All right. They opened it up for you to be able to apply. So many of you could have applied, but many of you probably did not apply for the correct dollar amount that you should have been applying for. Many of you know you didn't make $100,000 in your business. If you made 20,000, that's what you should have been claiming. If you made 30, 40, 50 or whatever, you get what I'm saying? But we're not going to go into all that. Like I said, I'm not here to be the PPP judge and police. Whatever you did is what you did. At this point, if you need assistance with getting it forgiven, because the whole point of you doing the PPP was for you to get it forgiven. But if you can't get it forgiven, then just know that the loan is a 5-year loan at 1% interest, and do not play with the government in default. This is another reason why I'm on here talking to you all, because I'm definitely not going to say this, because every race has financial literacy issues, right? But I do believe that people of color do not talk about finances and financial literacy enough. All right. And so many times, many people have a hard time paying bills on time, right? So if you can't pay your car note on time, if you're not paying your rent on time, I need you to understand how serious this is with this business loan, because this here is not for you to play with. If you ain't never paid nothing on time in your life, I need you to get this loan and pay it on time every month. All right. I need you to understand, because this is the thing. A lot of y'all jumped in wanting to be in the big league. And what I tell you, you wanted to be in the big league. Now you here, because when you start playing in certain pots and playing in certain arenas, you got to understand what you're doing. So you got this loan. Now I need you to understand, if you don't get this loan forgiven because you went and spent it on whatever you spent it on, again, I'm not on here to judge you about what the hell you did. I told y'all already, if you didn't do what you needed to do, just know you got to pay the money back. All right. Okay. So, but I am warning you right now, literally, once again, I'm on here warning you. This here is not the loan to play with. You could be late on your car note. They play with you and all that. Don't play with the government. All right. So if you got the money and you know you spent it on other things than the payroll or whatever you put on your application, okay? If that don't match up, and remember, you had to use over 60% of this funding for payroll. If you were self-employed or independent contractor, you could have paid the whole money, used the whole money for payroll. All right. But a lot of you did not do that, or you were misinformed and said, oh, this is a startup loan. So a lot of y'all went out here and bought inventory, bought, equipment. You bought stuff for the business, and that's not what you were supposed to use the money for. So if you submit that and your bank shows that, you're not going to get forgiven, because you weren't supposed to use the money to buy a bunch of inventory. But the person who did your loan told you that was okay, right? But they misinformed you. So some of y'all are going to have to pay the loan back. And that's why I'm saying that. Just know and understand, if you can't show proof and documentation on how you utilize that money, you have to pay the loan back, point blank, period. But one of the biggest benefits that you have right now is there's nowhere in history that you're getting $20,000 on 5 years at 1%. I mean, your payment is like, I don't know, $30 a month. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, don't get out here and play games with the government over $30, $40, $50, $100 a month, because now you're going to put yourself in a whole nother other issue and ball game. Because when you default with them, that's going to bring a whole nother other issue up on you. You get what I'm saying? Then also defaulting can open up an investigation for you, can open up extra stuff for you. They can come back at any time. And I need all of you all to know this. Even though you did this loan in January, they can come back in October and say, we want proof of this. We want proof that you had a bank account from January 2020. We want to see your profit and loss report. We want to see your financial statement. All right. So you all got to be remembering this kind of stuff, because again, you submitted a business loan. And many of you are understanding a lot of y'all was not as business as you thought you were, okay? Because again, if this is new to you, profit and loss report, income statement, balance sheet, loan documents, you get what I'm saying? If that kind of stuff is new to you, more than likely, you're going to need help. You're going to need guidance, all right, at some point. And so that's why I was getting on here saying, if you pay somebody to do your loan, they should have been helping you with this point, right? If they're not, it is what it is. But that's the reason why I created this workshop was, okay, if you got the money and now you need to know what steps you need to take in order for it to be forgiven, that's the whole reason why we're doing the workshop. I'm not doing an EIDL class at this moment. I may do another one because EIDL is still open. So for those of you who are legitimate business owners and you're still looking for funding, economic impact disaster loan is still open. All right. TikTok, give me 2 minutes, and then I will come down to your questions and start answering your questions. Yeah, so like my loan is still showing 8 to 24 weeks for forgiveness. Very sure the time is not, but it is backed up. Okay. So what loan can I get being on SSI? I'm not answering that because my thing is like, what if you apply for the loan, got approved, so they asked for more documents and you didn't have it? Where does that leave me? So that's the thing. If they ask for more documents and you don't provide those documents, more than likely they're not going to approve your loan. So when they ask for more documents, you have to provide the documents that they're asking for. And then at that point, if you don't have those documents, then you need to go back to your lender and ask your lender, what can you suffice those documents with? Sometimes they'll accept other documents, but sometimes they won't. So my last class that I'm doing is July 25th. I have 2 different time frames, 1:00 p.m. and 5:00 p.m. But that's it. I'm not doing another PPP workshop after that. I'm going to bigger and better things, which is teaching my business owners. So we are finally launching our monthly membership. So I have a monthly membership for personal people, and then I'm going to have a separate monthly membership for business owners to learn business, taxes, credit, funding, lending. But then the personal people who want to learn credit, mobile home investing, investment, ways to invest your money, ways for your W-2 to work for you. That's pretty much what I'm focusing on after I'm done with this class on this week. Also, I have a crypto class, but that's only for the people that are in my VIP membership. So the crypto class, we are sending the link out in the morning for them to register for the crypto class. That will be Saturday, July 31st. And then I also have Leaders Love Brunch. So Leaders Love Brunch event is Sunday, August 1st. So every single ticket event is all on my site. Again, if you are on TikTok, the link on my profile page takes you there. You could purchase your PPP Workshop ticket. You could purchase your Leaders Love Brunch ticket. Is there any other grants related to this that I can apply for? So as of right now, I don't know about any other grants because I have so much going on. I'm not focused on grants right now. So as of right now, no. I have a listing of grants, but I have my team going through it right now to make sure that they're valid and it's open. But as of right now, I don't know of anything. Oh, what I have been telling you is you could go on grants.gov. So if you go to grants.gov, that's the government website. They always have grants available. But I'm going to be honest with you. You have to look around. You got to do your own research. You got to look for, you got to look for what is in your industry, but they have a whole learning area. So I would recommend you go to grants.gov and you go to learning area. It teaches you grants 101. It teaches you how to look up grants. It teaches you how to search for the grants. So you do got to do your own legwork with grants.gov, but grants.gov is always open, 365. Are you going to go? Okay, I answered that one already. So should I wait for my loan status to be in forgiveness there to take the workshop? No, you don't have to wait on your loan status to be in forgiveness. I mean, if you want to learn about how to get it forgiven, then you want to take the workshop, because that's what I'm telling you. I'm not doing another one after the 25th. That's why I'm hosting 2 on that one day, and then I'm done. And then you'll see it on Facebook and Instagram as an ad, because I'll be selling the class. That's it. So you either going to get in the live workshop on Sunday, that's the last day, or else you'll buy the course. You'll buy the recording of it. I'll be selling the recording of it, and that's it. And then I'm done with it. All right, I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of Facebook. So let me go to YouTube. Let me go to TikTok. Hold on, TikTok, because y'all got some questions down here. Yes, it's too late to apply for the PPP. PPP is over. You cannot apply. Are they still funding? So those of you who applied before May 31st, yes, they are still funding. I got somebody who got told me that they got their money last week. All right. So yes, they are still funding for the PPP if you got your application in before May 31st, because the last day to apply, was May 31st. All right. So if you apply before then and you're still waiting, it's very much possible that you could still get funded, because the banks are still funding. They just had so many applications that they're still going through them and getting funding. She said, are you answering? Okay, I answered the grant question. I answered the grant question for you, Candace, correct? That's the question that you had about the grants? Oh, Percy, that's always happening, baby. It's called warfare. I've been dealing with that my whole life. So, yeah, it's always somebody somewhere. But, you know, if it get a little stuck, just keep coming back, because for now I'm still on here. All right. So TikTok says, how do you know if someone used your identity? You will have to call SBA. You can call SBA.gov and you can find out exactly if there is an application in your name. And that's literally what you can do. You can call SBA and say, hey, I want to check and see if there is a PPP loan application in my name. And then they're going to ask you your information, and then they'll be able to verify that with you. Camille, I didn't see your first question. You just saying, should I put him out? I don't know who him is. And I wouldn't be answering if you should put somebody out. So I don't know. But Camille, whatever question you had, retype it in here for me, because I don't know. I didn't see your original question. SBA is not picking up the phone. Yeah, a lot of them ain't. IRS is not picking up the phone. So you just got to keep trying to keep calling. I mean, it's a lot. They about to put your baby mama under the jail. It's not funny. But yeah, they are. Especially if she's on Section 8 in low income. Because I shared that with you all. Section 8 and low income, they are targeting you. I shared that. I told you that. They're targeting you because many of you did not let them know that you had a business. And they're swamped. TikTok 1972, yes. And it does take hours. It takes hours because they don't have enough people. They don't have enough staff. And they're swamped. They're behind. But usually I can get through to SBA. I just called SBA. Today's Wednesday. I just called SBA on Monday, one of the busiest days, and I got through in less than 3 minutes. So you may not be calling the right number, baby. Again, I'll try to put it out here. I'll try to put the number up before we get off on TikTok. One of my followers on Facebook put it up. So I'll try to put the number back on here again. Thank you for educating some of these people, girl, because child will, girl. You saying a lot. The PPP that did that loan need to be thanking you. How long does it take to receive the forgiveness letter? It could take a while. It depends on your bank that you went through, because some banks are more behind than others. So I don't know. Some people have gotten a forgiveness letter in a week. Some people have gotten a forgiveness letter in 4 or 5 weeks. So it just depends, because you have time. And I go over that again in the workshop. I go over the time frame. If you did PPP round 1 If you did PPP round 2, I tell you exactly when you should be applying for your loan forgiveness, okay? I tell you the time frame when you should be applying, how much time you have, because technically you have more than that 8 to 24 week period. All right. So part of the reason why I do workshops, you all, again, it's that way we're able to get in a mass setting, right? And I can answer 100 of you at the same time, because many of you all have the same questions that we're going over everything at the same time. You get what I'm saying? So again, in the workshop, it's worth the workshop. That's the whole reason why I do the workshop, because I'm giving you information that I'm not talking about on here live. When I'm in Zoom, I can get a lot more freer with you and the information. That's what you're interested in investing. Okay, yeah. It's okay, but your line still be open for the Q and A. I mean, I have a PPP consultant call, period. So that will still stay on there. I don't know if that's what you're asking about, with my line staying open still for Q and A's. But regardless, I've always had a PPP consulting call. It's only $49. So if you got basic PPP questions, you get 20 minutes with me for $49. Or you could do the Pick My Brain session. It's $67. But I'll still have that on there. But as far as doing another workshop or continually getting on here talking about it, this is it. This is the last month, because we just have way other goals, way other things to go over besides this PPP. The class is $97. You can go on there and book it right now. Only the people in my VIP will be getting the $20 off ticket. So if you're in my VIP community, then that's when you get the $20 off, the $20 off. But it's $97, which is still a freaking steal. I know y'all can't read this, but if you want to get in my text community, 1763. The whole point of you being a part of my text community is you get VIP access to me. So if you text PPP to 773-923-1763, then that way you can get access to the discount code if you wanted to pay $77 versus $97. So I'm not explaining the PPP loan forgiveness process on here, Sabs, because I'm doing a workshop. So you would have to join the workshop to learn that. We're not talking about the process today. We're talking about how you all got here. Okay, so one of Princess Unicorn put up 800-827-5722. So if you all need to call SBA, then you need to be calling 1-800-827-5722. She gonna say, "Oh, don't tell everybody the class go be full." No, we got up to 300 people. I can put up to 300 people in that webinar. So y'all got it's room. But yeah, if you want to get in my VIP text community, then you want to text either business. If you're not into PPP, don't text PPP. Text business, text taxes. If you want to get in. But if you're texting about the PPP workshop, then text PPP to 773-923-1763. Okay. Thank you, Cool G, for putting that out there for me. I'm gonna type it in here right now too. 773-923-1763. If not interested in the workshop, text what you are interested in. So I haven't been on my VIP since Saturday, so I'm definitely sending you all a message in the morning with everything, okay? What if someone used another person's address? So, I mean, the address factor is not a major deal. The main thing is using your information. But whatever address that you use, that's not really a major deal, to be honest. What if it says not requested and you haven't received anything? The first video you did about the PPP and the people going to jail had my whole city scared. Yeah, a lot of people scared. A lot of people scared, again, because a lot of you all were misinformed. You were misinformed. I'm sorry, I keep pulling the desk up and y'all trying to see the number. Again, the number is 773-923-1763 if you're trying to get in the VIP text community. All right, sorry, TikTok. Let me go back up. Yep, nope, you can't apply for the PPP. It's already over. If somebody used your identity, again, you need to contact SBA immediately and let them know that you have a fraudulent application in your name. Because it's not going to go away. So I need y'all to understand that, okay? If you know a family member, whoever the person is, and you know you really didn't do it, you know, that's on you if you want to tell on them or not. But you need to tell SBA that you didn't do it because they're going to be looking for their money. So either you going to pay it or whoever going to pay it, okay? But yeah, don't think it's just going to go away. So if you see your name on there, you need to rectify that. If you know for a fact you have not done a PPP loan and you saw your name on that list, you need to rectify that, baby. That don't just go away because they will be contacting you and looking for you to pay that loan back. All right. Let's see. Do you know about the people who left it undispersed after they gave all the info? So that's what I'm saying. It's just like me, like mine. Mine says undispersed because we never received the funding. So, I mean, I don't care, you know, it's nothing to do. If you never got the money, it's nothing to do. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some of y'all be having like a basic question. If you did the loan and you never got the funding, it's nothing to do. If you denied your application, you canceled your application, it's nothing to do at that point. Your application is going to always be in the system because you submitted an application. As long as you didn't take the funds, you didn't receive the money, it's nothing to do. It's a mess because the new info is in their system and those agencies connect. Right. That's where I am. I need to know how to get the PPP forgiven. Okay, yeah. If you want to get in class, link in the bio, join the class. Class is July 21st. We got 2 different time frames for you. Yeah, because that's what I don't have a problem sharing this information because it's legal information and it's the same thing that the SBA, it's on the SBA site. I just know some of y'all don't like to read, but I want y'all to be informed. Okay. So yeah, I will get on here and inform you if you don't know or understand the process. Because again, many of you who have called my office, all of you all are saying the same thing. So everybody not lying. You get what I'm saying? So I know that you all were misinformed. A lot of you all were told that this was a grant, that this is free money, that you could be a brand new startup business. Because again, what did I say in my original video? You were told that because you went through somebody and you were paying them a fee, right? That is the reason why you all were lied to. That is the reason why you didn't know that $100,000 was put on your name, right? And so if you were a single mom on Section 8, if the boy would have told you up front, hey, I got to put $100,000 on this application, you probably would have been like, oh, no, wait a minute. I'm not going to do that. I'm not making $100,000, or I'm only doing hair on the side, or I'm on Section 8. I can't mess up my benefits. You get what I'm saying? If you were properly informed in the first place, a lot of you all would not be in trouble now. But because a lot of people don't read, a lot of people don't look into this, right? Because again, I've been saying the SBA website has all of this information for free. So I'm not going to blame you for not reading and knowing and understanding, but I just need you to understand when you did that, now what the consequences are. You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm not here to judge nobody, go back and forth with you on what you did, how you did it. You just need to be aware of these consequences moving forward. You need to be aware of what was submitted on your name, on your behalf. You get what I'm saying? Because some of you legitimately are like, I returned the money when I heard your video. Cool. That means you know and understand, right? And so that's it. That's all you can do. All I can do is get on here and tell you the honest truth, and then you make the decision from there. But like getting into what you should do and all that don't got nothing to do with me. I give you the facts on here. It's up for you to decipher it. You get what I'm saying? So that's it. If you own the home as rental property, should you have applied for the PPP loan? If you own the home as rental property, so should you have applied for the PPP loan? That depends. Did you have employees? Because again, the PPP is Paycheck Protection Program. All right. Now, I will say if you own rental properties, black, bold, and beautiful, you should be looking into doing the EIDL loan. The EIDL, loan is still up and open and active. You can apply for EIDL all the way up to the end of 2023. The EIDL is out for a whole nother 2 years. All right. So again, if you need the number, SBA 800-827-5722. Thank you, Princess Unicorn. 800-827-5722. YouTube, let me type this in for y'all. SBA is 800-827-5722. All right. So if you do not have a copy of your application, if you do not know who your lender is, you need to call SBA. SBA will have that information. They can get you who your lender is, and then that way you can contact your lender. You need to get a copy of your application. I can still go over the PPP forgiveness workshop with you, right? But you will need to know what was on your original application to finish filling it out. So again, I go over the SBA application with you in detail, line item by line item, for up to $150,000 if you got funded up to $150,000 for the PPP. The class is July 25th. It's a Sunday, 2 times, 1 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. All right, that's it. That's pretty much it. But yeah, because a lot of y'all is just so misinformed. You called on Sunday. Yeah, because you can call on Sunday. So yeah, if some of y'all, most of the busiest days with the IRS, everybody calling on Monday and Tuesday. So I never call the government. Well, I called SBA on Monday, but about my application, because I did my EIDL increase, and I'm like, hey, what's going on with them increases? All right. Because if y'all didn't know, those of you who got EIDL last year and you got approved for your loan, you can go back in your loan portal and you can request an additional amount. Okay, you can request an additional amount. You can now get up to $500,000. Originally, we can only get up to $150,000. Now you can get up to $500,000. So when I went back in my portal, I had a nice amount of commas on that sucker. All right. So I asked for my increase. Now they are taking some time on that increase. They're taking a long time on that. But that was part of the reason why I called them on Monday. All right. But for those of you who got that EIDL last year, you got the loan, you can request for an increase. Log into your portal. All right. It's in there. It's in there. It's in your portal. Okay. TikTok, y'all got some questions. Is lender sending letter of first payment due? Yes, your lender will be sending the letter of when your first payment is due. Right. That's why I said anybody on here asking about if you on SSI, if you on unemployment, I'm not answering y'all. Because if you are not a business owner, if you don't have a business, it's nothing else to ask me. If you on SSI, getting whatever assistance every month, did you tell SSI you have a business? Because if you didn't, then you shouldn't be asking me about this loan. Like, some stuff is just common sense for y'all. If you on SSI, are you telling SSI that you got a business making $100,000? No, you're not, or else you wouldn't be getting SSI. So that means this ain't for you. All right, you ain't got to ask me that. That's not a question that you should be asking me. If you know you are on government assistance, because what did I say in my PPP video? The girl got upset because she lost her Section 8, but she got a $267,000 PPP loan. So you have to understand how the government thinks. If you've been telling the government for the last 4 or 5 years, however long you've been on Section 8, low income, and you're telling the government you can't afford to pay your rent, but then you go and apply for a loan and you tell them that you had a business that made $100,000. Why are you all not thinking that Section 8 and low income are not going to come ask you questions? I mean, you have to think logically. You have to think logically. And that's what I said in my video. Many of you were not thinking logically. Okay? I'm from the hood. Well, what we talk about all the time. I'm from the hood. I know what it is. A lot of y'all thought this was a lick. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. That's the term we use in the hood. We be like, oh, it's a lick. I got a lick. All y'all who thought this was a lick, y'all understanding now this wasn't a lick to play with. You get what I'm saying? I know what it is. Ain't nobody here to judge you from the hood. But what I'm saying is sometimes y'all be playing on these licks and this ain't the lick to play with. That's why I'm reiterating on here again today. All you who did it and knowing that you didn't have no business, knowing you listening to the cousin talking about, oh, this free money, this, that, this the lick that y'all did. And now that lick is coming back to bite your ass. That's what I'm saying. Because again, when you in the hood and sometimes money, a lot of y'all was looking at that. A lot of y'all was saying that. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at so-and-so get this money. I was looking at this, get this money. I was looking at that. And this is what I be telling y'all. Y'all cannot continue watching the next person, watching your cousin get some money, watching your auntie get some money, and then you have no clue on how they did this money. Because this here wasn't the lick to be playing with. I've been telling y'all this since last year. Since all this money first came out. I've been saying this a whole year. This ain't the one, y'all. I ain't mad at you. Do what you do. I ain't never been no hater. But look, this ain't the one. And that's the problem. This lick got a lot of y'all messed up. This that lick that got y'all losing y'all housing. They got your grandmama getting her bank account closed out. Some people have called me like, my grandmother bank account got closed out. My auntie, yeah, because y'all playing games again, thinking that this lick is what it was, and this wasn't the lick to be playing with. This was a setup. This was a setup. Because as you see, many of you who are on government assistance, who are on low income or Section 8, now you're getting letters. Now they're asking you about this business. And a lot of y'all are confused because you like, I didn't know all this was put on the application. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Cousin ain't gonna tell you he had to put $100,000 on there because he want his 5K. You get what I'm saying? Let this be a learning experience for y'all. Let this be a learning experience for y'all. And that's the other reason why I'm saying, if you did not use this money the way you were supposed to use this money, just know you got to pay it back. It's a 5-year loan at 1% interest. And do not default. If you just join it, I'm on here telling you, this ain't the place to be playing games with the government. Like I said, a lot of people of color, we don't talk about financial literacy. We don't talk about the importance of credit in our household. We don't talk about a lot of this stuff, right? So I need you to understand how serious this is. This is not a game. If you got the money and you don't have no proof to get it forgiven, just know you can't get it forgiven. It's going to be one or the other. Either you're going to get it forgiven or you got to pay it back. One or the other. One or the other. But I need you to understand, if you ain't never pay nothing on time a day in your life, this is the loan that you want to pay. Okay? This is the loan that you want to pay. Now, I also, while I got all of y'all on here, let me address the infamous statement that I said on my original PPP webinar. Let me just address this because I'm sick of seeing a lot of y'all comment on my YouTube video. All right, let me just address this. Once again, I know who's real legitimate business owners, okay? When I said on my PPP video that you should be investing in mobile homes, buying property, I was not saying use the loan money. That's not what I was saying. So again, this shows me where a lot of y'all mindset at, because I didn't think I had to break that down in layman terms. So when you're in business, what did I tell a lot of you? Same way with a lot of you who wanted to use this money for inventory and all that stuff. Your loan is not going to get forgiven if you bought a bunch of inventory. If you bought a bunch of equipment, your loan is not getting forgiven because that's not what it was for. But, right, what did I say? If you paid yourself, the moment that you paid yourself and you put that money into your own personal checking account, nobody can tell you what to do with your money. So if you got the $20,000 and you paid yourself over the 8-week period, over a 4-week period, if you paid yourself a lump sum, some of y'all said y'all did a lump sum payment and it got forgiven. Okay, me being an accountant, we don't do lump sums. We pay ourselves, all right? We have a formal payroll every Friday, every other Friday, whatever, right? But if you paid yourself from the account that you got the money deposited in, all right, then you have a separate personal account. Again, any of you, if you're in business and you don't have a separate account, you need to separate yourself because that's called commingling funds. It don't matter whether you're a sole proprietor, an independent contractor, an entrepreneur. It don't matter. None of that. All right. What matters is you need to prove to the government, to the IRS, whenever they ask, they want to see what is the proof that you have spent this money on. So if you are a sole proprietor and you're not an LLC and you don't have a business account, you need to have one personal checking account and you need to have a separate personal checking account that you're using only for business. Only for business. You should not be mixing and buying your groceries and then buying your office stuff and then buying something else. That's all mixing up. If you ever got audited, that's going to be a hell of an audit for you because you got to prove how did you spend this money. So if you co-mingling, that's the biggest way that a lot of people get audited and have to pay is because they call it co-mingling funds. When you are in business, you have a business account and you have your personal account. So when I made that statement on my video saying you should have invested in something, but when I was saying some of y'all who did it and know damn well you don't have no business, instead of you being in the Gucci store, instead of you being in Miami, flying on the airplane, going to get your body done, whatever the hell you did with the money, all right? That is what I was talking about when I said that statement. I know being in business that you never use a business loan to buy property, okay? Because yes, if anything finds out was fraudulent on your behalf, right? If anything found out was fraudulent, yes, all of that stuff could be seized. But that is the difference, is when you pay yourself, they can't tell you what to do with your money once you've paid yourself. So if you paid yourself and then everything that's in your personal checking account, now you can invest. Now you can buy a mobile home. Now you can do, you get what I'm saying? But I didn't know I had to say that in layman terms. But again, this is a lot of y'all new business owners, right? That's what one of my YouTube people said. All these new business owners on here, right? All these new business owners on here. I had to break it down in layman terms like that. All right. But that's what I was saying. In everything in life, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's how you move. And that is why, again, I made that video for you all, because y'all, the cousins, and those of y'all listening to the cousins, don't know how to move, especially when you're doing business, especially when you're doing loans, especially when you're dealing with the government. Anybody who thought this was a lick misinformed you. And they only thought it was a lick because they were charging you $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000. Yeah, the lick was for them. But y'all got played. Y'all are the ones that are played. So that is the reason why we have a workshop for you to learn the loan forgiveness. Because if you pay somebody 5 racks and you don't know how to get this money forgiven, oh well, spend the $97. Simple as that. All right. But that's what it is. That's what it is. A lot of y'all thought this was a lick, because that's what we say in the hood. And this lick busts some of y'all in the behind. All right. So again, I want you to understand and take a lesson from this. Let this be a learning lesson. Learn from it. Learn from it. Did you see the lady that used her sister? Yeah, they've been tagging me. A couple of y'all been tagging me on TikTok in that lady post. Yeah, I can't do nothing for her. The government, the feds done already came to her door. The sheriffs done already came to her door. She done got on here and put it on video and admitted it. That's why I told her, baby, take this off the line. That's what I commented. I can't help you, but take this video down, because you just incriminated yourself with that damn video. So whatever she did, she need to take it off of TikTok. But yeah, I've been seeing it because a bunch of y'all been tagging me in it. I appreciate y'all, but I can't do nothing for her. I can't do nothing for that sister. Right, but yours is legit. They filled out the app way out of pocket and ran. Yeah. They did. A lot of them filled out the application way out of pocket. That's what I'm saying. And again, yeah, you all should have just been informed. Like I said, I ain't knocking nobody hustle, but it wasn't no way that nobody should have not known that you had to put $100,000 on that application, because too many of y'all was like dumbfounded when you found that out. Yeah, a lot of people want it free, but that's what we call, that's what I'm saying. That's that thing. So EIDL, that's a different loan. Yes, that's separate from the PPP, a Maxin K. That's separate. So you can go on SBA.gov and SBA.gov/EIDL and read all about it. It's a totally separate loan. That is not forgivable. That one you do have to pay back, but it's a 30-year loan at 3.75% interest rate. It's worth it. All right. It's worth it. And it doesn't have as many of the stipulations like the PPP, because the PPP you had to use on these specific things because of that forgiveness part, right? But the EIDL, you get a little more leniency with what you can use the business funds for. And so that's what I was focused on teaching my business owners last year. Because my office, we helped personally over about 250 business owners obtain over $20 million in funding through EIDL, because the EIDL was much bigger. People were getting 200,000, 100,000, 75,000, 50,000. My biggest client got 295,000. You know, so yeah, the EIDL was a much bigger loan. For me, I wasn't stuck on no 20 grand. It's like, if I'm gonna do this loan, I want to go all the way. So EIDL was like number one for me last year. I was not focused on PPP at all. I literally got dragged into this PPP from that video, that video that I did for y'all. But that's it. Are there any loans or grants for Uber drivers right now? Alexander, right now, I don't know. I just don't have the time to be looking up grants and loans and stuff right now. So if you're just joining, I did give you grants.gov though. You can go on grants.gov. Grants.gov always has grants, but you will have to go on there and learn how to research the grants and to look them up. But as far as I know, there are grants available on grants.gov. Where does the letter come from? So if you get lending letters, so you could get the letter could be SBA, but then also you'll get a letter from your lender. So for EIDL, you get a letter from the SBA. For PPP, I don't know exactly who you get the letter from. I want to say it comes directly from your lender, because with PPP, you had to apply through a bank. With EIDL, you applying through SBA directly. You didn't have to go through a bank. With EIDL, you entering your application right on the SBA government website. It's a streamlined application. That's what it's called. So the EIDL is a streamlined application, which means there's no paperwork. initially. They're asking for paperwork now, but you can do the application online electronically, and then they'll reach out to you for paperwork and proof. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't know nothing about no loans for Uber, Instacart. That's not my business. That's not my forte. Again, I just share information with y'all, but you don't got to ask me. I'm just telling you right now, I don't know about the different loans for y'all unique industry. That's not what I do. I just get a lot of information and I share it with you. But as far as loans and grants, these are the only ones that I know about right now. Anything else, you would have to go searching and looking on your own for your own individual business type. Well, it don't matter if you were Instacart, if you were Uber, you're still considered an independent contractor. Okay, that's your term. So it don't matter if you were Uber driver, Lyft driver, Instacart, Amazon driver. All of y'all are considered a 1099 NEC, because that's the new tax form. You don't get a 1099 miscellaneous no more. You get a 1099 NEC, which is a non-employee compensation 1099. That's what you all will receive, okay? All of you all that receive a non-employee 1099, you are considered an independent contractor. That's your title, okay? You are self-employed if you are a hairstylist and you're doing hair. If you're a barber and you know what I'm saying, if you do nails, then you're self-employed. That's what you're considered. That's your label, right? You're a sole proprietor. Self-employed and sole proprietor are really much the same thing. All right. The only thing with a sole proprietor is you are a business, but all of your business is under your personal name, your personal social security number, your personal address, right? So if anything happens, let's say you're a hairstylist, because many hairstylists are considered sole proprietors. Let's say you're a hairstylist, right? And let's say you burn somebody's hair up and they sue you, but you're working out your house as a sole proprietor, right? All of your assets, anything that you own can be taken. So if you do my hair out your house and you burn my edges up and I want to sue you. So I say, okay, I'm suing you for $50,000. Well, now anything in your name, if you own your car, I could take your car, possibly. You own your house, I could take your house. You know what I'm saying? Anything in your personal name that's attached to you, it can be sued or taken. That's the difference when you are a sole proprietor. You have no separation from your business. All right. When you're a sole proprietor, everything is run under you, the owner, your social security, your home address. You get what I'm saying? That is the reason why a lot of us separate ourselves. That's why every business I have, I'm an actual LLC or I'm an actual corporation. I separate myself from my business. So that way, if anything happens, nothing can be personally liable with me. All right. That's the difference. That's part of the biggest thing of you putting yourself on paper. All right. Is that liability. And some of you, depending on your profession, you need to be separated. Some of you don't need to be operating as a sole proprietor, because if you have a business that has a lot of liability, all right, you don't want to be attached to that. You want to separate yourself. And a lot of y'all are losing, right? Or could put yourself or your business in jeopardy, all because you don't want to do paperwork that's like a couple of $100 a year. Filing an LLC in the state of Illinois is about $170, right? Just to file the LLC. The EIN is free. Now, when you go to other people, then yeah, you pay. If you want to come to me, I charge for an EIN. I charge for an LLC. But if you go figure it out on your own, yeah, you're going to pay a little bit of nothing, or you're going to pay the state fees. So you get what I'm saying? So that's the main difference. But I wanted y'all to understand that with a sole proprietor, independent contractor, and self-employed. And then when you separate yourself as an LLC, corporation, non-for-profit, partnership, all of that. So that depends on your individual business. Okay. Thank you, Juan. Yes, that is why it's important to build business credit, Skylar. Yes, it is. That is exactly why. That is exactly why that is important. Which is why you get business credit once you have that LLC corporation, because you're looked at a lot differently when you separate yourself. All right, TikTok, let me get on here. So what's the difference between, okay, I just went over that. What's the difference between the EIDL and the PPP? I already answered that pretty much, right? I don't think we got to go into that no more. I also apply for the advance. Yes. So yes, also you all, there is an advance out as well. Now, the thing is you have to be listed in a low income area. So hopefully they will change that soon, because a lot of people was complaining about that. Like, I shouldn't have to be in a low income area to get that targeted advance. That targeted advance is up to the $10,000. And then they have a separate $5,000 as the supplemental advance. So it's two different ones. So that's how you get to the up to $15,000 is you got $10,000 in the targeted advance, and then you have up to $5,000 in the supplemental advance, which totals a total of up to $15,000. All right. So you do have to go through, as of right now, because I haven't been on there in like 2 weeks, so I don't think that they've changed that since then. But before, that was one of the requirements, was you had to be in a low income area in order for them to approve the targeted advance. If you don't want to stay focused on that advance, you could still do the loan. You could still apply for the loan right now without doing the advance. Yeah, I have that. The business credit class will be in my membership. So like right now I'm taping, right? I'm taping content. I'm meeting with my videographer all next week. No. So this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be in Detroit. I'm coming to Detroit to look at mobile homes on my own. I'm not doing it with Byron and Sharnice. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be in Detroit. Sunday, I'm flying to Washington, D.C., and I will be in Washington, D.C. until Wednesday. So I got a lot going on right now. But yes, and even in that, I'm taping and I'm filming. So we are creating content all for you right now for the membership. That's the focus, is the membership. Okay. So yes, on the business side membership, we will have that. How to build business credit, how to get funding, right? How to set your business up. I'm thinking of doing a challenge too, for those of you who want to get your business set up. And if you want to do it on your own, right? Because a lot of you want to do your own paperwork. You want to do your own EIN. You want to do your own LLC. I'm really considering just doing like a 2-day workshop where I show you how to do everything. You can create your LLC. You can create your EIN. You can set everything up. You can set up your 5 business vendor accounts. You can do a lot. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. On TikTok, I cannot go back through this video. So you all need to text my community, 773-923-1763. If you are interested in that 2-day business workshop, then text me and let me know. And then that way we can create it and get it out there. But I've had a lot of people ask me about that. So I'm probably going to do that workshop, coming up within this next month of August or whatever. But with that 2-day workshop, we'll be going over to pretty much how to set your own business up from start to finish. They still have PPP funds available if you applied already. If not, no. PPP is over with for right now. Right. Thank you, Skylar, for being on that. Owner-operator truck drivers are self-employed. Yes. Unless you set up an LLC. So you could be an owner-operator driver, but if you don't have like your formal paperwork, then yeah, you're still considered self-employed or an independent contractor, because some owner-operator drivers that I have still receive a 1099 from the companies that they're working with or partnering with. So it just depends on how you are set up. The number is 773. Let me type it in here again. 923-1763. That's to join my private text community. And so if you are interested in that 2-day business workshop, then let me know. If you want to get the link to the PPP, right? So again, only the people in my VIP get the $20 off. So the workshop is $97. If you are in my VIP, I'm going to send you all a message in the morning with a $20 off coupon. So you get the class for $77 versus $97. Okay. And again, this class we're going over for PPP up to 150,000. So if you got 150 or less, right? If you got 20, 10, it don't matter, 30, 40, 50. As long as you are under $150,000, then that's the application process that we're going to be going over in that webinar in that workshop. Again, that's a live workshop just like this, except I will be on Zoom. We do everything through Zoom. Okay. So if you want to start paying it back, you can contact your lender or you can contact the SBA. But it depends on when you got it. I would say, because you do have another time frame outside of that 8 weeks and 24 weeks. And I talk about that in my workshop, because you all have a longer period actually. Especially if you did PPP 2. If you did PPP 2, PPP round 2, which is this year, you really need to be in my workshop, because I gave them some gems that people was like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. So if you did PPP 2, you definitely should be in the workshop to be looking at when you should be submitting your loan application. Transfer from, okay, some of this stuff is old. I can go up. Y'all talking about when I was talking about the transfer from the business account. I pay myself every Friday. Thank you, baby. SEAMOSS, that's all I use. I don't wear no makeup. I don't use no chemicals on my face. SEAMOSS. I eat SEAMOSS and I do a SEAMOSS mask. That's it. A lot of y'all be paying all this extra money for all that Maybelline and all that extra crap. And it's healthy, natural remedies out here called SEAMOSS. That's all. SEAMOSS. SEAMOSS do this. Okay. Outside of being happy and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, walking in my assignment with God. That's all. That's part of the reason why my face look the way it do. But it's God and SEAMOSS. I'm gonna say that. But thank you. I want to use it to elevate my business. I don't believe anybody as of today who says their identity was stolen. Girl, look, we ain't gonna worry about them people. If they say their identity stolen, let them say it, because we know half them folks lying about their identity stolen. They just don't want to pay the loan back. But that ain't gonna work either on the government. I hate it, but my students missed so many factors. It really hope most think was inventory was on. Yeah, a lot of people thought that it was for inventory, and that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna be able to get it forgiven. If you got a bunch of inventory purchases on your bank statement, you might as well just know you're gonna have to pay that money back. Because you were misinformed. You were misinformed. The cousin lied to you just so we can get that $5,000. That's it. That's what y'all don't get. So many of y'all was lied to just so they could get their cut. It wasn't even about you. It was really about them getting their cut. Good vibes. You need you some SEAMOSS. My girl Glow sell it. I got you. I'll give you her information. Glow's amazing SEAMOSS. I live by it. I don't play about that. As a matter of fact, I'm meeting her tomorrow to get my SEAMOSS. I need to re-up. Because I'm losing weight. My body different, everything. Everybody's SEAMOSS not real, y'all. So make sure you're paying attention to that. All right, what y'all, we getting off track off the SEAMOSS. If you want the SEAMOSS, text me. I'll send you her number. She here in Chicago and she ships to all 50 states too. So, because that's the thing is a lot of people be selling SEAMOSS, but it be watered down SEAMOSS. Like her SEAMOSS, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, no cap, like dead ass, no cap. I'm not talking like this because I know her. Like I literally vouch for this woman SEAMOSS because it literally has changed my whole body. Like this shirt used to be tight as heck on me. It's a 2X. Like this shirt loose as heck on me. I don't have no waist trainer on, nothing. Like looking at my body and everything, like I'm slimming down naturally. And you know what I'm saying? And I take it every day. So even my clarity, how I think, my vision, everything. Like my mother, I have my mother on SEAMOSS. My mother is on all kind of medication. The doctors are gonna tell you whatever, right? But SEAMOSS is a natural remedy that replenishes a lot of people. Like she has a lot of senior clients that are telling her they're off of high blood pressure medicine. They're off of diabetes medicine. You get what I'm saying? The way the world is, they want you script up. They want you on all these drugs. So a lot of y'all could be taking a natural remedy like SEAMOSS, and I promise to God it will change your whole life. I did get off topic. I'm sorry. Do you think my boy Kel's getting out? I can't stand you, why? I don't know about R. Kelly. I don't think he getting out though. I don't think he getting out. I'll just answer that. Drop her info, please. Glow, are you on here? Is doing let me okay. Facebook, I can put it on here. At Gloria Hassan for the SEAMOSS. Ma, give me while you in there, give me that SEAMOSS.
Okay.
Give me the elderberry one and the other one. The white one. I want both of them because it's got her phone number on it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll be back to get it in a minute.
Okay. So this is the face cream that I use. So she has a whole cream. I know I done got off topic, y'all. Hold on. This healthy though. We need this. Y'all know I give all y'all info that y'all need, right? So this healthy. But the name of her company is Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS, right? So this is the face cream. I don't use it that often, but she got a real face cream for you. And you can put it everywhere. For ladies, if y'all get a wax, put it down there. Baby, Hello Kitty gonna be thanking you, ladies, okay? Let me just tell you that. If y'all wax, use this. Okay? Use this cream. I'm telling you, your nanny gonna thank you, all right? For those of y'all that wax. This here is her elderberry. So she has flavors, right? So she has elderberry, she has pineapple, mango, she got strawberry. I take all of them, right? Yes, you can still exfoliate, but after you exfoliate, put this on your wax. I'm telling you, baby, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a whole new woo-ha down there, all right? Put this on there after the exfoliation. But then this is the elderberry. So it's kind of mixed up, but it's like applesauce, y'all. And it's so good. Like literally I take 2 tablespoons, eat it every day, and I'll keep going. You don't gotta, don't be laughing, ladies. Y'all know I keep it real. All right. But for those of y'all that's waxy, yeah, get this. This is called the SEAMOSS gel. This the gel. But she got flavor. She got elderberry. She got strawberry. She got pineapple, mango. She got a whole website because she bossed up, okay? She bossed up. She got off the DM. Like I tell most of y'all, get up out that DM. She got up off the DM, and she has a whole website. So you can go on her website. She ships to all 50 states. And I'm going to put her number on here. 312. Listen, y'all listening? 312-600. 5436. All right. Yes, I used to have really dark spots coming in under my eyes. I haven't used this really in a month or more. Okay, but it lightens it up. Like my whole face cleared. It's like one thing. Come on, Rice Johnson. It's 312-600-5436. Yes, you got it. Come on. Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS. There go Drea. Come on, Drea. Put your sister out there. All right, YouTube, I'm gonna put it on here for y'all. My mama acting up. Hold on.
No, you can tell them about my condition and how it's helping me.
I did tell them about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
My mom is in the background saying the same thing. Okay. Literally, like I said, she's on different medications, but we're getting her off of these medications with this SEAMOSS. She's feeling a lot better. She's not taking as much as the diabetes medicine. She's not taking as much. What else you want?
I take the sedatives for night sleeping.
And night sleeping.
Yeah, sedatives for night sleeping.
Okay.
For me to sleep at night.
Right, but that's the SEAMOSS is helping you with
it's helping me
the inflammation.
Right.
And your weight is coming down as well.
Is coming down as well.
Right. So again, many of us have parents that are getting older. All right. If you have parents that are on a lot of medication, I need y'all to start giving y'all parents this SEAMOSS.
Right.
Again, I rep for this SEAMOSS because I know for a fact what it has done to my body in this last 8 months that I've been taking it. I've watched my mother and how her body is changing. Okay.
Exactly.
So again, a lot of people be selling y'all watered down SEAMOSS. This girl is genuine. Like she literally be up in the middle of the night, putting it up, making it for y'all, all type of stuff. Like I'm dead stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not watered down, none of that. So, all right, I think I'm done. We done been on here pretty much.
Almost 2 hours.
Ain't no. It's been 2 hours.
Started.
Oh, it's 7:51. Show is. Look, she be telling me to get off of here. All right. So, last but not least, what's y'all last minute questions? I know I done got into SEAMOSS. Not everybody out here asking about SEAMOSS. Y'all gonna text Glory number all night for this SEAMOSS now. You say, does she have them? I'm looking for a new place to get. Rena, come on, boo. She in Chicago and she make deliveries to y'all. She do drop-offs and like I say, she ships out of state too. So yeah, she got them. She got all of them on deck. So Rick Johnson put her number on here, 312-600-5436. YouTube, I'm sorry. 312-600-5436. Her name is Glow. And her website is Glows. If you type in Glows Amazing SEAMOSS, then you'll see her website. I'm sweating. See? Y'all be getting me all riled up in here. I'm hot as hell up in here. That's because I got this light on me too. They know how I am. I be all over the place. First, I talk about a little business. Then I'm going to talk about a little health. Then I'm going to go over here. They know what it is.
We can't help ourselves.
She say we can't help R. Kelly. She say he got himself into that mess. We can't help R. Kelly, y'all. Oh, Lord Jesus. Mama, you was hilarious. Okay, so yeah, that's the website. Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS Hood Edition. You got it. My grandmother needs someone to work with her. Yes, come on, Nina. I'm telling you, get her on this. That thyroid probably go away messing with her. Glow had asthma. What she say? Migraines. Some of y'all get migraines real bad. Like she had got migraines where she used to have to go to the hospital. She haven't had a migraine in a year. Okay? She hasn't had a migraine in a year. That's what I'm telling y'all with natural remedy. They be wanting to drug you up with all them drugs. Don't let them people give your grandmama all them damn drugs. Start putting y'all people on natural SEAMOSS and black seed oil. That's another thing that we take. Black seed oil. All right? Get yourself some natural SEAMOSS and black seed oil. It will change your body. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't keep letting them doctors put y'all on all that crap. Because all they doing is making money. It ain't helping you. It ain't helping your parents. It's not helping your grandmama. None of that. I've been told my mama, we finna get you off all this crap. Because I'm all about natural remedy. I don't play games with the medical industry. And I just want to say this. People of color, they prey on you. They prey on you in the medical industry. They put you on the most drugs. I'm trying to tell you. So that's why another reason why I'm telling you, do not allow them to put your parents, your grandmama, your aunties on all this medication. Because all they doing is making money off of them. My mama blood pressure medication was $189 a month. How in the hell? You get what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff is not for you to never get better. So we gotta do remedies. We gotta go old school. That's what the ancestors did. The ancestors did natural remedies. Y'all gotta get back to that. All right. That's what our natural heritage is. Our bodies are well enough where we can fix ourselves. Dr. Sebi taught it. They killed him. All right. So that's why I learned a lot of this stuff from 10 years ago was Dr. Sebi. And that's fine. If the elders is afraid to try it, you make them try it. Just tell her, hey, grandma, I got some strawberry applesauce. And give it to her. She ain't gonna know. Because they don't know. You know, they scared. But let them know. Like, let her tell her, like, I got some strawberry applesauce. And she gonna love it. Because my mama was the same way. My mama didn't want to take it. I told her, look, this some applesauce. And she took it. And she like, girl, I want some more of that applesauce. So, trick them. Do what you got to do. But, yeah, she shouldn't be okay with taking 100 pills.
Oh, my God.
Now, of course, I'm being extra, Jesus. You so extra. All right, y'all. I gave y'all a whole PPP workshop, mini workshop. Then we done went into the health. Now we done went into the health crisis for you. Hey, I told y'all I'm well rounded for y'all. Okay, you're gonna get a little business, you're gonna get a little education, and you're gonna get a little health. Okay. So where you get your natural sea? She sells the natural SEAMOSS too. She sells the natural one too. I just don't get the natural one no more because I love the flavors. But Glow sells the natural SEAMOSS too. Yeah, she sells the plain one. And for those of you that want the natural plain one, she sells that too. Health is wealth, Drea. Yes, it is. Come on, that's part of a financial literacy too. Yes, health is wealth. TikTok, Walmart or Amazon. Neither one, Gwendolyn. We don't do Walmart or Amazon. It's the black-owned woman here. Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS. That's where you go. Are you talking about for the black seed oil? I order mine on, well, actually, I get mine from this guy named Chief over here in the community. We have a, what is Chief's nationality? I want to say he's from Nigeria, but him and his wife have been here in the community for forever, and they sell the black seed oil. So I get my black seed oil from them. So whoever you get your black seed oil, just make sure it's black. Because a lot of times when you go to those health food stores, it look like pea. Black seed oil should not look like pea. It should look black like my shirt. So you're not getting real black seed oil. So don't buy black seed oil from them health food stores. If you're getting black seed oil, make sure that it looks black. Okay? She's like, thank you for this TED Talk. Okay, there we go. I like that. Vanessa. But Amazon, try it. Try on there for a black seed oil. I do also buy from Culture Connection here. They're on 71st and Stewart. If you in Chicago, Culture Connection, they also sell black seed oil. So I get mine from them too. Don't buy nothing in the store or encapsulated. Yeah, that's what don't buy that stuff out the store. Like, go to somebody who look like you. Because there's a lot of black people that's selling black seed oil, SEAMOSS, you know. Put it in your oatmeal or tea. Right. Put it in her oatmeal or tea. She won't even know it's in there. For some of the elders that you're saying, like, they don't want to take it or they're afraid. Francine, you just coming on? The info, you want the SEAMOSS info? Oh, you sell it too? What's your name? Bootum? You and your mom sell SEAMOSS? Good. I haven't had hers, but that's what I'm saying. Like, support your own. If you got somebody that look like you that's selling it, try it. Try it out. See how it works. Because it's good for you. SEAMOSS. For those of you on TikTok that's just coming on. I got off the PPP stuff. And then we started educating y'all a little bit on this immune system in your skin. Somebody was asking about my skin, so I just put it out there. Moni Love, thank you. I am blessed. God bless me all the time because I don't have no problem sharing information. It don't hurt me to share nothing with y'all. I'm not on this earth to know everything and hold on to it. That don't make no sense. I want my community better. I want everybody in my community to be wealthy, healthy. You know what I'm saying? So this is fun for me. After I work all day, this is like my little release to get on here and talk to y'all and share some stuff with y'all. So thank you. Thank you, Queen. It is good for your hair. It's good for everything. That's why I was telling y'all. For those of y'all ladies that wax, put it down there on your woo-ha. Okay? Put it on your face. Put it on wherever. Glow SEAMOSS can go everywhere, and it works very well. So outside of exfoliating, put that sucker on your woo-ha after you wax. She gonna love you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm finna go, but I gotta just share this with y'all because Glow shared it with me. Glow had a client, y'all. She in her like 90s, and she told her, look, I ain't got time to be getting hot down there, okay? She say, my husband is dead. I ain't got time to be getting hot down there. So since she been taking the SEAMOSS, her little woo-ha been getting hot, okay? She said, I ain't had feelings down there in years. And now I've been taking your SEAMOSS. She said, I don't need them kind of problems. But then she told her, make sure you drop my bottle off tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I was dying laughing. So that just, you know what I'm saying, lets y'all know how it works. You get what I'm saying? SEAMOSS is a natural remedy for your body. You get what I'm saying? That's a 90-year-old woman who said she ain't had no feeling down there in a minute. But taking Glow SEAMOSS, she ready to get her little groove on now. You know? So, I'm gone. I'm getting off of here with y'all. All right, y'all. What we wrapping up? What's the recap? Recap is July 25th, right? Last PPP workshop. We are going over PPP loan forgiveness. So if you got up to 150,000, then we are going over that class, right? We have a 1 o'clock p.m. class and we have a 5 o'clock p.m. class. If you want to get in class, text the link. You could text me right now to 773-923-1763. Okay? 773-923-1763. And this is why I've been waiting to do this. Like, get off of here, get off of doing taxes and all that other stuff and do this. Because this is what I love, right? So once we launch, I'm going to be having business owners on. We're going to be doing interviews so we can laugh, talk, kick it like this, you know. So I could bring Glow in next time once we formally set up. I'm getting my YouTube channel set up, everything, right? So then that way I can start doing interviews, right? So that way I could sit with Glow next time like this and y'all could talk to her, ask her questions, we laugh, something like that, you know, other business owners in professions. So that's the direction that I'm going in with this whole online membership is every month we'll have different content for you, right? Every month we'll be teaching you something new. Every month we'll be enlightening you, boosting your mindset, right? Putting something else out here that'll help you, right? Because y'all saw Saturday we was doing the mobile home investing and, you know, talking about that. So I'm just a ball of information. I know so much. I have so much in this brain of mine that I just want to share it with y'all. So I do get off topic sometimes. I'm working on that, but that's pretty much what it is. So if TikTok, if you're just coming in, we're wrapping up. You can go on YouTube. That's the other thing I love about being on YouTube now is if you all miss anything, you can always go to my YouTube channel and rewatch it. Okay, recap it, whatever you need. All right. So if you're not following me, Instagram, TikTok, my YouTube channel is Patrice Stewart, no L, just Patrice Stewart. Okay. But every time I do a live, I try to go on, and in that way you guys can always go back and revert to it, right? Or scroll past it. Also on my YouTube channel, I'll put in like markers, right? Marking points of where I'm talking at. So that way y'all can know to skip ahead to, 1 hour. And then I'm talking about PPP. So I'm going to be breaking all that down in these different YouTube videos for you. You say every time you watch me, you get so enlightened. Thank you. That's part of my slogan is I boost mindset. So I just want your mindset to be a little boosted. Okay. All right. So YouTube, y'all need Glow's website. So it's Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS. If you type that in Google, she should come up. She's the only one that's got that number. Okay, and then the number. Her phone number is 312-600-5436. My YouTube is Patrice Stewart. So it's on here, it's Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok. But if you just type in Patrice Stewart, then you'll see me. Or you can click the link in my bio, and I have a link that takes you straight to my YouTube page. So that's it, though. I'm getting off of here because I could talk forever. Y'all know I'll be talking here all day and all night. I live in public housing with these autoimmune illnesses. So when I'm healed with SEAMOSS, I can buy. You definitely need to be looking into this autoimmune then, because I know some of them public housing they have like lead and all kind of other stuff in there, because a lot of them places don't keep up with it. But that's what I'm saying. If you start putting that SEAMOSS in your body now and building your system up with the SEAMOSS and the black seed oil, I'm telling you, you will see a major difference. She might offer same day pickup. Tam, if you're not gonna be into Chicago the next week, then contact her now so she can have your order ready, because she make everything fresh. Like I called her today for my order, and she told me to be ready tomorrow instead of today, because she already had some batches made, but she didn't want to give me that batch. So she likes to make her stuff fresh. So I would say just order or let her know whatever day. But I think she does do same day pickup, but it's just better because she's been growing. I'm sharing her stuff on a lot of my channels, so she's definitely been growing and getting orders. So we just want to make sure you give her enough time. So if you know you're gonna be here next week, Tam, then just reach out to her now, and then that way she can plan, for it and have you ready. But she does meet you as well. All right, y'all. We finna go. We finna get off of here. I'm logging off. I'm logging off tonight. I will be back tomorrow. Let's say around this same time, between that 5-6 o'clock time frame. Because what I've been doing is shutting my office down at 6. All right. One more time for her page. I don't know. Gloria got TikTok, so you're gonna have to just reach out to her. 312-600-5436. Now, again, if you all wanted to get in the PPP workshop and you want that $20 discount, you got to be in my VIP. So you got to text 773-923-1763. Okay? 773-923-1763. Yes, she ships to New York. She ships to all 50 states. Yes, Radonna, she could ship. Yep. So she ships. So go on her website, Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS, and then that way you'll be able to see it, order it, place as many as you want, and she'll ship it to you. Other than that, I'm logging off Facebook. I will see you all again soon. Tomorrow, everybody, tomorrow at 6. Next week, I'll have a real schedule for you all. My coach and I are coming up with a schedule, so that way I can tell you I'm going to be on Wednesday at 6, 5 at 6, okay? PPP is over. We're talking about to get the loan forgiven. So if you need assistance with getting the PPP loan forgiven, how to do the application, what documents they are requiring, if you want to learn that information, then that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Look, you just coming in. It's okay. Raquel, the same way with you. PPP Workshop is July 25th. That's a Sunday. Okay. We have a 1 o'clock time frame and a 5 o'clock time frame. We're doing 2 classes. That's the last class that I will do for this year. All right. After July 25th, we are no longer talking about PPP. I got so much more heat for y'all. All right. So we got to get off of this and we got to get on to the next. So that's it. July 25th. And I'm going to come on every day to remind y'all so y'all can get y'all seat. Okay. That's part of what I'm doing. I'm reminding y'all right now. It's going out again. 773-923-1763. Text that number. Text PPP Workshop. I'll send you the link. It's $97. If you are in my VIP class, text community, then you get $20 off and you pay $77. Yes, you do have to pay EIDL back. That's not a forgivable loan. But it's a higher income amount. So most people get approved for more money. So it's worth it. It's a 30-year loan at 3.75%. Like, that's a no-brainer. Anybody tripping off of that, then stay where you at. Y'all ain't ready to make no money. Because anybody in business, y'all know, real business owners, y'all know how hard it is to get loans. And ain't nobody giving you no loan at no 3.75% interest rate at 30 years. That's like unheard of. That's like a mini mortgage. So some of y'all, depending on your age, you may not even be here 30 years later. You may be paying the loan for 10 years and then, whatever. So it is what it is. Get your money. Get your money while it's out here. All right. But those of you that are legit business owners. All right. I'm gone. See y'all tomorrow. TikTok. Y'all bust always be here last. YouTube. You got all your information. 773-923-1763. Okay. That's to get in the VIP text community. Text me again if you want to get in the workshop for $77. The workshop is $97. If you want to get in at $77, get in the VIP community and you'll get the discount code. I do not teach tax classes as of right now. I just got so much going on. I ain't doing no tax classes right now. I just can't. As much as I want to do it, I just can't right now. Maybe later, but right now, no, we're not. I don't know the exact website, Potential Jewels, but if you type in Glow's Amazing SEAMOSS in Google, she comes right up. Nobody else got that name. I need the information. I came in late. Okay, Lisa, Donnell, what's the info you need? The PPP info or for the workshop? For the live workshop? So just text me. Text 773-923-1763. Text me PPP Workshop, and then I'll send you the link. And then you can get in at the $77 versus the $97 if you want the discount code. Because only the people in my community get that. Let me see. I want to know how to get a business loan. Francine, it's different. I mean, it's no like one answer for me to say how to get a business loan on here. Because it's going to depend on your business. It's going to depend on a lot of factors. So that's not something that I would go over today. Maybe we'll come up with something later on for that, for you all to have questions about that. Okay. All right, TikTok, I am out of here. Love y'all. You're welcome for the information. I'm not reading everybody's comment. I'm just scrolling by real fast. But she not lying. Y'all man feel like a baby. Don't it, girl? Don't that sucker feel like a rejuvenated baby? I'm trying to tell you. Ladies, get your SEAMOSS. You're welcome. Okay, TikTok. See y'all tomorrow at 6. You in Florida. Yeah, I know, Francine. Like you still saying like you offhand, these are the business loans that I know of. Like EIDL. That's pretty much it. It's other stuff out there, but I don't know it offhand. You get what I'm saying? So this is the only real thing I've been talking about is the SBA, because there's other loan funding, but it's a lot more. The interest rates are like 18%. Like most business loans on average are like 18 to 25%. So this EIDL is like the next best thing. I would recommend you do that before you do a regular standard business loan, just because average business loans are really high as far as interest rates. So you want to take advantage of this while it's out here. You get what I'm saying? So at least apply for the EIDL first, see if you get approved, and then maybe look at something else. Damn, flying here. But yeah, that's it as far as that. No, the grant is not for new business owners. You still have to have the business open by January 2020 and the bank account open by February 2020. It's not a whole lot out for brand new businesses. I hope eventually something comes out for y'all, but as of right now, it's not much that I know. Hey Xavier, you are at the end, boo. We getting ready to get off of here, so it's okay. You'll just watch the replay. And I'll be waiting for whenever you start back. Okay, Radonna, I'm thinking about it though, because I've had a few people ask me about the tax classes. So, as much as I be trying to help y'all, I have had a few of y'all. I've had at least 10 people ask me about it. So, we'll see if I can fit it in. But if not, then yeah. We'll schedule something. We'll schedule something later. We still got a little more time for the end of the year. But all right, I'm gone. I will see y'all tomorrow at 6. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. If you missed anything, go to my YouTube channel, Patrice Stewart, and I will see y'all tomorrow around the same time, around that 6 o'clock time frame. All right. Have a good night. Because they'll keep coming in and I keep talking. YouTube. Y'all the last ones I'm logging off on. I'm logging off. Get in the text community, 773-923-1763. That gets you the discount code for the PPP workshop. We'll be back on tomorrow. Glow's information is in the comments. Check the comments. I'll also put it up in the post. Okay? So have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow at 6. Up. Now, how the heck I end this live? I done clicked off of it. There we go.